Here we are. Course 2 people, this is lesson 66. It's about ratios with totals, and it's not difficult, I don't think, because we've done ratio boxes before. This time we're just going to add another section to our ratio box. So let me show you what I mean. All right, sorry about that. Lesson 66, ratio with totals. So we have a problem that says the ratio of boys to girls at an assembly was 5 to 4, and there were 180 students at the assembly. How many were girls? What? How am I going to figure that out with this box? I'm going to tell you. What you need to do first is add these two numbers and get your total. Well, what's 5 plus 4? That would be 9. And then what are we asked to find? We're asked to find the girls, right? So we're just going to do a regular ratio. We're just going to use these two sets of boxes. So we're going to say 4 over 9 equals G for girls over 180. You can use any letter here. It doesn't matter. It could be X. All right, now all I'm going to do is cross multiply. So I have 9G equals, well, what's 180 times 4? Let's figure that out. You got a 0, you got a 2, you got a 3. Oh, 720. Well, that's an easy number. 720. How many times does 9 go into 72? 8. So how many times does 9 go into 720? 80. So G equals 80. So there were 80 girls at that assembly. Okay? So we're just adding another section. All right, let's do another one. We have football players and soccer players. We have our ratio and our actual count. The ratio is 5 to 7. So add those together. What do you get? 12. All right. So we have football players, soccer players, but there's 48 altogether. And we want to know, well, that's wonderful, but how many football players are there? Is that the one we want to know? I think so. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to put football, the ratio for the football, over the total, and F for football over 48. So I have 5 over 12 equals F over 48. Now all I need to do here is cross multiply. So I have 12F equals, well, what? What's 5 times 48? Let's do it over here. 40, 200, and oh, that's another easy number. Okay. So we have 12 goes into 240. Well, 12 goes into 24 how many times? 2. So 12 goes into 240 how many times? 20. So F for football players equals 20. There were 20 football players. Okay? Is it not so frightening anymore? We're going to do another one for you. All right. Here we have mountain bikes to racing bikes, and there are 72 bikes on the floor. So I need to do what? That's right. I need to add these two numbers to get the total for my ratio total. And then I have no idea what my actual count is. I just know the total here, right? And the book, I believe, is going to ask for the racing bikes. So let's just put a little R for racing. So I'm going to set up my ratio. 5 to 8 equals R over 72. So I'm going to get 8R equals, well, what's 5 times 72? Let's do it over here. You got a 10, you get 36, 360. Another easy number, divide 8 into 360. Well, 8 goes into 36 how many times? Oh, you should know it. What? Okay, well, let's just do it. 8 times what? 8 times 3? No, that'd be 24. 8 times 4? That's going to be 32. Okay, well, let's try 32. It's 360. Well, what did I say? 4. You got 32. Subtract that. Ooh, does 8 go into 40? Yep. 45, what? Racing bikes. Okay, so 45 racing bikes. Now, we have a recycling club at a school. This is practice set B, by the way. This was practice set A. So practice set B, we have a recycling club. They recycle cans and bottles. 8 to 9, so the total is 17 in our ratio. It's telling us they have 240 cans, and they want to know, well, what is the total? All right, so we're going to take this number, and then have it equal this number over t. So we have 8 over 17 equals 240 over this total that I need to find out. So again, I'm going to cross cancel, so I have 8t equals, what's 17 times 240? Oh, I don't know, we better do that one over here. You get 14, 15, 16, 0, 8, 10, 4. So 4080. All right. Can 8 go into 4? No, but can 8 go into 40? Yes. So t is going to equal 5. And I know that that's going to equal 5 times 8 is 40, right? So I got a 0. So I'm going to drop down that 8 in my imaginary division box. So how many times does 8 go into 8? Once. And then can it go into 0? No. 0. So I have 510 total recycling items. Okay? That's really all the lesson is about. We've just added another section to our ratio box. And we've been doing ratio boxes for a little while, and you know they're my favorite. They should be your favorite because they're pretty easy. Now, I'm going to have you do a bunch of problems like we always do, right? I want you to do practice set C at home for sure, and then start on the rest of the assignment. But number 23 might be a little bit tricky because the answer is going to look weird. Right, so we have 3 feet over a yard times 12 inches over a foot. Solve. That's all it says is solve. Well, can I cross cancel any labels? The only labels I can cross cancel are the labels for the feet, right? Now notice, what is my denominator? 1 and a 1. So we can pretend that the numbers are not even there, right? So really, what do I have on the bottom? I just have yards, right? That's all you can see. All right, so what is 3 times 12? Well, 3 times 12 is 36. 36 what? I have inches up here and yards down here, so it's actually 36 inches over yards. Okay? I know we have not done that type of multiplication with the labels before, but that's what it's going to turn out to be. It's going to turn out to be 36. If you wanted to think, if this looks too weird to you, if you wanted to remember that it's really 36 over 1, so you have 36 over 1 and inches over yards. 36 over 1, inches over yards. Does that help a little bit? All right, here is your assignment and your secret word. So I want you to do 1, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 11, 13, 14, 16, 19, 21, 23, 24, 25, 26, and 30. And the secret word for this lesson is Bozo. He used to be my favorite clown. All right, so we have all of those. Start on these. Remember, we just did 23 together. Right there, ding, 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 23. Okay, do the best you can. And I will see you at school, ready to learn some more. Okay, good night.